would like to give you a brief presentation about air pollution simulation model and other topics now. And when government or industry plan to install new incinerator, they will have to do an environmental impact assessment. And Japanese government provide a kind of manual guideline for air pollution simulation. But the model shown on the manual is not correct, not realistic one. This is an example about the air pollution from stag. When the hill is near the stag, the air pollution goes like this, and the contamination, the concentration is go down to the ground, and the concentration will be high. This is another example. If there are two mountains and the incinerator is here, the concentration is high between the mountains. If there are no mountains, the concentration is just go straight, and the concentration on the ground is not higher than this case.
So Shibuya's one is all the...
Yes, and there are many buildings in Shibuya area. So the Shibuya area is not like this.
Oh, really?
The government manual guidelines shows the pre-model is recommended. But pre-model doesn't consider the mountain or fluctuation of the ground. It assumes that the ground is just flat. We usually, Environmental Research Institute usually use another method. It's categorized difference method, 3D fluid model. This is fluid model. There is no mountain, there is no building. Air pollution just goes straight, and the concentration is bigger, wider, a little by little.
There is like diffusion.
But actually, there's mountain or building around the area. This is 2D image, but actually the model is based on 3D images. The air goes like this. Air means window. Is influenced by the land shape, and the window direction and the window speed is changed by the land or buildings. This is 3D model image, and the models, 3D models are.
Or you put in there and after you blow the.
This is the window tunnel experiment, and the model is checked by this kind of experiment. This is window tunnel experiment. Air goes like this, and there you can install a model like a building or mountain here. You can check the wind direction and the speed and air pollution concentration in this machine.
This is done by National Institute of Environment, right? When was it?
Sorry?
This is done by National Institute.
National Institute.
When was it?
Environmental Institute.
Validation of the computer model by
this kind of experience is very, very expensive.
Yeah.
Malaysia doesn't have a wind tunnel facility.
But when was it? They actually did it? When? It's in the
20 years ago.
Wow, many years ago.
The wind tunnel is for aircraft design also.
Yeah, it's very expensive.
And then also for tall buildings, right? They need to know how the wind is.
Yeah, for cars also. Bridge.
We validated our model and the national government model by comparing the calculated concentration and measured concentration in the mountainous area. Our model shows a good correlation between the calculated one and the measured one. But the national government model shows a lower concentration compared to the measured one. The calculation concentration underestimate the actual concentration. This is Shibuya example. This is done by 2D models. There is some buildings and valley and very small hill. If there's these things on the ground, air pollution like this go down near here, and the concentration is higher than the flat area. But the government and the Tokyo Metropolitan Government always use this model, green model. Not realistic.
Is it because they know that the value is this crisis? They know or they don't know?
I think they know, they understand, they realize the difference between.
So they purposely put the one on the top, that one.
One person is that, the other person is, this is very easy to calculate. It takes only a few seconds now, but it takes several days now. And this is another example. This is in Okayama area, west part of Japan. Incinerator for ICI, industrial garbage, was planned on the top of the mountain, and this is lawsuit, and residential people living near here through the company, and we asked for a simulation, and we have done this simulation and sent it to the court, and the plan was rejected by the court, and the plan was stopped now.
When was it?
Several years ago.
Oh, only several years ago.
Very recent.
Perhaps you can give us some facts that you have spoken just now about the law case and the lawsuit that it was stopped by the court because of due to this pollution.
Sorry?
Perhaps you can give us in written form. In a written form, in a paper.
Yeah, we made a report by this simulation and sent it to the court. Yeah. Of course, court doesn't think only about the simulation, but also about the other aspect of the problem of the plan.
I mean, perhaps you can, like what you said just now, maybe you can write it out and on the paper, then you can let us to read. Yeah.
その今ね言われたことの説明を文章にしてほしいかも。Not right now. We are talking about later on.
Just let him know.
Yeah, but yeah.
It's quite interesting that.
I already told him, but not right now.
Not right now.
He understood. He understood. You remind me later.
We have many papers, academic papers in Japanese Incinerator.
In Japanese 3 hours, they have so many. I teach you Japanese. Which is faster? I translate, you learn Japanese.
This three-dimensional computer simulation is very useful for lawsuits as a testimony.
We gave this kind of research not only for this case but also for many cases.
Because this kind of thing, I think we can do it Cameron right now. Cameron Island. I think that plant is very highly polluted.
Actually, we can talk about it. But I don't think it's operating at a very high capacity.
For mentioned before, we used now for nuclear power plant accident simulation all over Japan. 50 cases. Hokkaido to Kyushu.
Nuclear power plant simulation. The model is the same as
imagine
this.
why most of the cases the residence site is lost, but you think why they didn't win over the court case? I mean, this is a good example. I mean, this is the winning case, but most of the cases, the lawsuits were actually lost, right? You think what is exactly the reason? In a court, the lawsuit in Japan, many court cases are actually taking place, but many are lost. What is the reason? What do you think? I can imagine because I'm Japanese. I want to let.
Especially if the case is against the government, court tend to believe the government claim.
But the sources on the basis of the fact that during the lawsuit, you have to show like those 3Ds, all the details or the scientific data. So probably those data based on it could be different. And the government believe that the government side of the statistics and whatever the data is coming from.
Government give the environmental impact assessment report, and that shows based on the flu model.
And those are
underestimating
those are the academics that are hired by the government.
And court want to believe in the government claim.
More like political influence.
Next one. This is another one. This is this ground was for municipal garbage. This area, this is the site of the incineration, and this municipality is not. This is not for this municipality. Just air pollution was go down to this place. So the village don't want to have this incinerator installed, and the village municipality asked us for help, and
usually the incineration plant is a height facility, so they allocate in the neighborhood areas, very far from their central areas. If they put the location on the edge of the neighboring cities, only the impact goes to the other neighboring cities. This neighboring city don't put waste in that incineration plant, only the impact came to them, their area.
So they don't benefit from it. They get the
any benefit, just the smoke came to their villages. So the neighboring village very angry and protested against the planning. And we all go to the neighboring city to change that site selections.
In your country, do you have an environmental impact statement or environmental impact assessment system?
Yes, we do. It's supposed to be quite stringent, but not with this kind of
information dissemination and the citizen participation.
No, not with the information dissemination part.
Not at all.
No.
In this case, finally, the neighboring plant city withdrew the plant. Finally withdrew.
Oh, okay.
So this plan was stopped.
So it was cancelled.
So was it recently also? Good.
If Japanese huge incinerator will into your country, government will set up environmental impact statement procedure. Is that right?
Yes, they will. Yeah, but the results are only disclosed to a limited number of people. It's not given out to the citizens.
Limited people.
Very detailed discount form.
And definitely we don't. The EIA doesn't include
3D model
or even the cube model.
I have one question for you. Topography or geography in Kuala Lumpur. How about that geography?
They are very
What is the sea level of the KL?
Flat? Very flat?
No, it's not flat.
Oh.
There's hills.
Sea level.
Kampong area is
Sea
something
level.
like
Sea level.
sea level around.
That is
There are many hills.
something like this, like Shibuya.
not below sea
Yeah.
The one that came out, the one that came out, the candidate spot is like a Shibuya. Really?
Yeah, yeah.
My gosh, it will be like a Shibuya.
Kampong, the name is something like this.
Wow, keep on because the name, because of the they have. That is why.
We can assessment for your country's incineration introduction if we get your geography data.
Yeah, the EIA report
And
does
also,
show topography.
Meteorological data.
That one I don't think they have, but they have topography data.
So if you provide, you can.
Yeah, yes. In the near future,
Yeah.
But is it
if you have
is it?
such a data.
I don't think it's pro bono. I don't think it's pro bono.
That means we have to come up with the funds to.
Oh, yeah.
Do you already some price?
Discount.
Yes.
Discount for energy
For your
price.
information,
No, the thing is, as I proposed that ask Professor Awama, because he's such a legend in this field, and then this is not only the future of Malaysia, this is the future of Asia.
Yeah.
So once Malaysia have to kind of to action, of course the neighbor country learn from Malaysia.
yeah.
We
And
have
this is a
been
quite influential ways to
assisting many NGO in Japan in the environmental impact assessment before building.
Just for information, you produce here. They produce very good the detail, the breakdown of the air
メッシュデータ
pollution.
かなんかないどっかメッシュ
これはメッシュデータですか、
だけどこれは細かすぎちゃうtopography data and the meteorological data.
It's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible. I can send you some samples to let you take a look.
Maybe it's very useful for against your Japanese government.
Yes.
Because I want to know what exactly the sea level in KL. Do you know sea level?
I think around 5 meters or 10 meters.
Per meter?
5 meters, something around that.
Really? That low?
That
1
low.
meter to 10 meters.
5 to 10 meters. I think not more than 20 meters.
Average.
On average, certainly we are above sea level.
We are above sea level, not below sea level. Not below.
I can check.
We can check on. You can use the Google. Internet. You can actual.
And
But I've done before when we are planting our radio antenna.
is it possible for lawsuit against government in your country?
Yeah, they done in Brogan.
Oh,
Any obstruction
When the Ebola
Ebola.
came over, and they got actual compensation. Everything is packaged. If the government Malaysia,
When
2003, he was wondering whether you can file a lawsuit.
Yeah, it's possible.
Brogan down, right? So you explain to him.
Now, maybe you want to explain to Professor Oyama about the Broga lawsuit.
Professor Awama listening.
I just want to say the first about the sea level first. According to the DBKL data,
DBK is a KL city.
something like a TMG. Guangzhou is between 30 to 200 meters above sea level. 30 to 200.
30 to 200
city.
There's some hills there.
Some hills are small hills.
30 to
30 to 200 meters.
maybe a Malaysian government use simple air pollution model.
And regarding to the Brogan project also, initially they wanted to build a 1 mega incinerator. Capacity is 1,500 tons, and they wanted to build on a water catching area. Yeah, water catching area. What
How many people living down the valley in
KL?
Yeah.
Registered residents 1.5 million.
5 million.
1.5 million. Registers residents. But if we include the nearby residents and also non-registered residents such as illegal immigrants, certainly more than 3 million. 3 to 4 million. 3 to 4 million.
Can Malaysian media release such a simulation?
Yeah, no problem. But online media. Online media. Not
possible.
Yes. Actually, they have been having a press conferences.
Yeah, not on the mainstream media.
But the Chinese made like a Shinju.
It will be a great scandal for Japanese government and incinerator Mitsubishi industry.
How is it a scandal? If let's say you had these models showing air pollution that is dioxin pollution that is very serious.
No, the professor last time was mentioned about Taipei cases, right? Mitsubishi heavy industry didn't apply
price.
But could you explain to them Mitsubishi in heavy industry that in Taipei they didn't put the proper safety the equipment there, that's why they can put the prices lower. And the court cases
ちょっと言ってくれる？三菱重工は私が証人になった日本の仙台の裁判で私が証人になった時に台湾の人たちはほとんど環境問題に関心がないからいろんな保全対策を取らないで安くしたと言った。だけどそれをさっきのように言ってみたらね、向こうの人たちは冗談じゃないと、こちらも当然そういういろんな保全対策を取ったからにもかかわらず安かった。
In lawsuit case, he attended as a testimony in Sendai case, and Mitsubishi said it is cheap because Taiwan plant has no such complicated facilities to control the emission gas on incineration plant. That's why it is cheap, very inexpensive compared to Japanese. But he goes to Taiwan and directly ask them to see the plant and find that there are perfect pollution control facilities like Japan. So Mitsubishi saying the lie.
Oh, so they were lying.
Lying.
At the last they say that.
After serving in Taiwan, I went back to Sendai in Japan. I said such ROC, Taiwan's formation before committee said to I said such Mitsubishi's in Taiwan's scene in case in court. So Sendai City and Mitsubishi finally won in case, but many Japanese people knows such Mitsubishi's way.
Could be the corporate culture.
Yeah. It's one of cultural change. Maybe useful 3D computer simulation in your country.
Yeah, we've not had that before, so then we can show where are the affected areas, and then the residents of those areas can
something like this.
Please prepare such a
range
data. And stack height.
As soon as possible.
For stack height, we won't have it yet.
Emission gas volume.
But we can show you more.
Some location will have a stack about 50 to 60 meters stack.
to 60 meters.
I don't know the geography, topography in Kuala Lumpur, up and down. I'm very surprised at the geography, topography.
In the PQQ, there are topography maps, so we can use that.
I lost the PQQ all the documents because it depends on your
マレーシアのね政治経済とか、ちょっと私は報道してる人がお送りしますけど、
I think you
本当にね、日本では信じられないような、今さっきからもう一部の人しかデータがないで、全然違いますけど、タイとかね、フィリピンの方にものすごい民主化するんです。でタイが今回そのタクシーのインラック首相がある形になったのはきちっと法律があるんですね、タイは。いわゆるその情報開示法っていうような、日本ほどではないですけど、それをジャーナリストが使ってデータを出してきて、タクシーのそういう腐敗した金権政治のところを探っていって、今回こういうことになったんです。マレーシアは法律さえないんですよ。だからいわゆるオンブズマンのようなそういうこともできない。なんかものすごい難しい。
information disclosure
Law Act.
No. We don't have a freedom of information law federation level. We don't have that. So for your information, I just want to say that we can see a lot of very detailed data about the air pollution index in Japan. Just for information, actually even in Malaysia, air pollution index was classified as secret. I think way back to 5 or 6 years ago.
I mean, environmental concentration.
I mean the air
concentration is classified.
The air pollution data, air pollution index, that the figure, it was classified as secret.
Most of them thinks it could be open here in Japan. I would say all classified, highly classified.
こういうことをやっていくと皆さんはなんか政府から睨まれて、なんか最後はこういうふうにならないですかね。平気ですか？
Daily basis. It happens daily basis. Already. Professor, I'm very concerned that if you do this kind of anti or whatever the issue, could you be caught and arrested?
No.
Jail.
No.
Yes,
He will be covered.
彼がいいですね。
It could be they may harass or sabotage.
Maybe harass.
Harass and sabotage.
上院と下院があると思うんですけど、何人ずついるんですか、国会に今。
How many parliament members now in Malaysia?
222.
それは下院ですか？
Is lower
House and Senate.
Yes, there's a lower house and an upper house, but the upper house is not very important. It's like the British system.
It's like
the lower house is
British.
very important. The Senate is not as important as the
The house is just assigned by
yes, mostly appointed.
How many prefecture or province in Malaysia?
We don't call it prefectures. We call it, because it's a federal country, so it's states. So we have 13 states and then Kuala Lumpur.
It's like a USA
Federal territories.
territory like in Washington DC. Here consider like Washington DC.
How many municipalities in Malaysia? City and towns?
141, if I'm not mistaken.
Very small.
Around.
Few.
Around
Yeah, that sounds like so the proposed incinerator is in the heart of Kuala Lumpur.
That's why the Director General on the tour this time, he said after all the tour, he talked to the reporter that he round the how high the technology Japan, and seeing that the incinerator is nearby like a school, and so he realized that KL actually is planning to have an incinerator in the residential area.
This is one of those examples. There was an older incinerator from this picture, and the picture was taken on the hill. On the hill there is many houses for residents. The soil on the ground was highly contaminated.
This is a brand new newspapers article. This is a simulation, three-dimensional simulation by top news.
Radioactive contamination.
But nuclear power plant accident.
The simulation was done by who?
Yeah, of course, on the front page.結構すごい大変ですね。
そうですけど、だけど影響があるならね、最後の手段がいいかもしれない。
前の動画の時は先生のデータにもありましたけど、グリーンピースとかね、ものすごい国際的なガイアとか、来て首相にも書簡を出したんですけど、淡々と政府は計画を進めて、最後最高裁まで行って負けたんですけども、結局やっぱり非常に費用がかかるということを表向きには、政府は言っていたんですけど、それで一応断念はしたんですけども、エバラはきちっとコンペンセーションをHow much was the compensation? How much was the compensation of Ebala for the blogger?
More than 100 million.
Wow, 100 million ringgit, right?
1億
100 million ringgit. 1億
さらにゼロが
リンギットですよ。リンギット。リンギ。だから1円が30円。1リンギが30円なので。
30億。
そうですそうですよ。儲かるようになってる。
They didn't even build anything here yet.
何もしなくてもちゃんとお金入ってる。だからそれも含めてメカニズムね。
Should we just finish up this presentation first, then we ask questions?
Yeah.
Okay. 土地は似たようなのだから。
Well, he said it's all the same.
それで終わり？
これはエアポリューション。
時間が
11時48。
I think it could be maybe explain to him that what exactly considers all the information control
ゼロウエストせっかくだから10分